Hello and welcome back. This is Damian, and we're on the Average Joe server in the middle of the ocean. Um, Sunchacer and I have started a project, which I'm not going to fully disclose what it is, but we're in the ocean, of course, as can obviously be seen, and you can barely see the beams at my base. So my base is the main part is that way, not very far, but far enough it's just out of visual range. And we've set down the circumference for the first part of this, and we're having to clear all this out. Now we've got a beacon here to mark the center, and I built a conduit on the inside so we can breathe underwater and stuff. And she just asked me if I'm supervising because I'm not mining anything. But so getting all the preliminaries out of the way, we've got the edges marked, so we have to start mining all this stuff to clear it out so we can get the basic part of it set. There's a lot of stone in the way, there's sand in the way, we're being attacked by drowned, so it's going to be a lot of fun. But I wanted to get at least some of this on video with me and Sunchacer working together here. And it's going to be a bit slower underwater, I know that much. But we should be able to get it just fine. I went with a 30 block circumference from our grid that we've got downloaded. And basically, what this is going to be, I'm not going to tell you what we're building as far as what it's going to look like, but what it's going to be a bigger trade hall. The one that I built is very nice, but I'm tired of building in the Greco-Roman style at the moment. I want to do something a little more modern, and I wanted something a little bit bigger, something that had more than 10 villagers in it. So, and you all know me, I'm an aquatic kind of guy. I like the aquatic update. I like everything underwater. It's kind of hard working with water sometimes, but it's a lot of fun. I think I enjoy it. And so what this is going to be? This is going to be a partially submerged and partially above the water trading hall. It's going to be really tall, um, and it's going to be something from one of my favorite games. Um, I can even tell you the game. I'm just not going to give too much more away. But it's out of Fallout 4, and I think it's going to be really cool when we get it done. But just the basic groundwork's going to take the longest, I believe. Once we start laying blocks, it won't take a long time. But doing all the clearing is what's going to take the most time, especially when we're getting attacked and we're moving slower underwater and all that. But I have a beacon up that gives us plus speed to mining, so that helps out a little bit. And you can see we're getting some clearing done out pretty good. The cobblestone blocks there, they're not permanent. They're going to be changed out for something else, but they actually um, mark the circumference of the entire thing. So, like I said, it's going to be interesting to do. I've never actually um, done like a fully submerged build like this. Um, get that out of the way. So it's going to be interesting, and I think it's going to look pretty cool when we get done. But I wanted to just show a little bit of, Sunchacer and I working together underwater building something pretty cool, and the steps that we had to take to get to this point. She's actually the brains of the operation because I looked at the building itself and said, "Well, that's what I want, but I don't have a freaking clue how to do it." And she's like, "Well, let's get in Discord and let's get it on." So here we are. And I know a lot of this is going to be boring, so this is going to be a short video. I'm going to ramble a little bit more than likely. I want it to be more than 5 minutes. But yeah, I mean, I'm not changing anything in my base. It's going to stay Greco-Roman. So that's why I moved a little bit away from the base, but not far enough that somebody else, this might be in territory that somebody else wanted to claim. It's still well within my territory limits that I set for myself. I mean, I own the server. I can do what I want to do, but I try not to encroach where somebody else might want to be. And I figured this was far enough away from my base where all the architecture from my base is not going to be visible. And, still close enough that you can get to it relatively easily. And for those questions that, well, how are you going to get to it? It's in the middle of the ocean. We're going to run a rail out to it. I thought of, just doing a boat, people getting a boat and row out here. And I'm like, nah, a lot of people may not want to do that. So I'm going to run a rail all the way out here from my base. So when they get to my base, they can jump in a mine cart and they can be out here in seconds. So I think that's going to be pretty cool. And the entrance is going to be above water. And then I'm going to build water elevators down to the actual trade hall. And I'm going to have storage areas with trading items in it. And I'm trying to work out a way to where, let's say you show up at the trade hall and you want to do some trading, and then you suddenly find out you don't quite have enough stuff. I want to be able to have that stuff there that you can actually buy from me to do your trading. Now, I don't know how the system's going to work. It may have to be the only way I know how to do it is like a trust issue. All right, you need 2 stacks of this. It's a diamond for 3 stacks, and you put the diamond in there and get the 3 stacks, and you go do your trading. I'm gonna have to get with Kite for sure, because he knows the best ways to do this stuff, as far as the trading and the monetary value and the system to actually set up the trading. Now, I don't know if I'm going to do it like that or not. That's just an idea that I had to really make this thing, stand out and be something special. It's going to look really cool. It's going to be in a really cool location, and it's going to do stuff that my other trading hall does not do. That's the idea anyway. Now, as you all know, we do have the shopping district that we're slowly getting put together, and that's where we're going to be doing all of our player sales and stuff like that. But I was just thinking that if somebody was trying to trade and they didn't quite have enough, I could have supplies there that they can buy to trade with. But like I said, I'll have to get with Kite on that one to make sure, because I want to make sure it's done right. I don't want any hanky stuff. I don't like any of that. I like stuff to be done correctly and to work like it's supposed to, without anything being taken advantage of. So that's what I'm going to work on with him. Sunchacer I've showed you her stuff. She is a phenomenal builder. So I'm glad that she's actually here on this project. And hopefully, everything will come out of the wash really good. Once I get this, or once we get this cleared out. I'm not supervising, although she did. She did ask that. That was funny. But anyway, just a few more seconds here, and then I'll go ahead and end the video. I'll make it short. Whoa, dude! Personal space, man. Personal space. Kind of rude. But yeah, once we get all this out of the way, we can set the actual circumference down, and we can go from there, because it's going to be, it's going to be circular, then it's going to be cylindrical, then it's going to be circular again. It's going to be awesome. In my mind, it's awesome, but we'll have to see. All right, so that side's ready to lay down on those. This is the big one here, so let's go ahead and start helping her knock this one out, and then we'll have that one, which there's a cave over there, so that one should be easier. And with the water mechanics, like whenever I get these done, that's actually breathable air if you don't have a conduit set up. Which I really like this place down here because I want the coral to be able to be seen. And once we clear all this out, you'll be able to see the coral, and then there's caves all around here. So I think it's a pretty good spot to throw this thing. And I wanted to actually show you guys me actually working. Because a lot of times I just show you, I'll be in creative mode and I'll show you what's been done, or I'll, tell you what was on my mind to do or something like that. And I have been asked why I stay in creative mode a lot when I'm on this server, and it's because I don't have a camera account. A lot of people that do video on Minecraft, they have a camera account and they bring that on to show off stuff, if they're playing survival. I don't have all that. I'm not that advanced yet, so what I do is I go in creative and I have night vision on so that you guys can see. I don't have night vision for myself. I have it for the video purposes. Because I have night vision potions I can take if I need them if I'm doing something. And usually whenever we're doing dungeons or something like that, that's when I'll use that stuff. But if I'm making video, I generally make it as easy as I can for everybody. So hopefully that answers a couple of questions that I got about creative mode and stuff like that. The only thing that we build in creative mode is stuff for the community. Private stuff like this is not built in creative mode. This is built in survival. But anyway, that's about a long enough ramble. So I hope you stay tuned and you can see the final product. I will do a video and show it because, like I said, it's going to be freaking awesome. So thank you very much, and we will catch you on the next one.